Hi, this is AT Flo, and this is my second book with the four short stories. Well, it has four short stories. That's my first book. And the first story in this book is called That's My Mama, and it is a fictitious story as well. This is a story about a lady named Harrietta rather, and she was named for her mom, Harriet. Harrietta is an only child born to a military man named Thomas, was a white man, and Harriet, a black woman, who met and married when they both were in the military approximately 35 years ago. And 2 years after they were married, Harriet gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and they named her Harrietta. Her parents decided to raise this little girl in a small town called Sterling, Illinois, which is located approximately 150 miles northwest of Chicago. Harrietta was a beautiful baby and grew up to be even more beautiful as a young lady. However, Harrietta was what some people refer to as big boned. She grew to be 6 feet by the time she was 18 and weighed 230 pounds. Now, Harrietta's parents were small frame people. Her dad was 6 feet, weighed about 180 pounds. The mom, 5 feet 6, weighed about 130 pounds. Now, Harrietta was very shapely with a beautiful tan skin color. She was an only child. Her parents constantly showered her with gifts and whatever foods she wanted all her life. In fact, Harrietta finished high school, completed 2.5 years in community college, and still lived in her same bedroom she was raised in. Her parents both had retired by this time, and Harrietta has started. She does work a job. She worked with the Chamber of Commerce there in her small town, where she had worked since she graduated with an Associate of Arts degree from Black Hawk College there in the local area. She had one boyfriend in her entire life, and he proved to be very disappointing by cheating on her and being mean to her. So for the last 5 years, she had become very withdrawn and spent most of her time with her parents, mostly her mom, because they would go shopping, to plays, movies, etc. Well, on this particular day, she and her mom were on their way to shop. They got out of the car in front of the mall, and Henrietta walked ahead of her mom to get some money from the ATM. Her mom was searching through her purse and was therefore distracted, and along comes a man who made an attempt to snatch her mom's purse. Her mom yelled out, and Harrietta turned around and saw her mom struggling with this much younger man over her purse. It seems like Harrietta made two large giant steps, grabs this guy, starts hitting him, slanging him against the car and then to the ground, and he could never get a grip. All the while, Harrietta was yelling, "That's my mama." You could tell by his expression he was shocked to learn that. People encouraged her to stop beating him, and they saw what had happened as well and held him there until the police arrived. The police heard Harrietta and her mom's story, and they witnessed this story and the perpetrator as well, and decided to take him into custody. So they arrested him and not Harrietta. Everybody was clapping as he was taken away. When the police received a copy of the camera from above the ATM and some of the people's cell phones, it showed that this suspect was looking around to see if anybody appeared to be with Harrietta's mom. He didn't think so, because the mom is black and Harrietta looked more Hispanic. After all this, the suspect was later identified as Rusty Henderson. And he tried to sue her because he suffered some bruised ribs. He was a very attractive man, and he hired him an attractive male lawyer. And when they got to court, he seemed so angry with her for beating him up, and he and his lawyer both were rolling their eyes at her and blurted out in court, calling her a big ox. When she came out of the witness stand, though, she motioned toward them, and when she did that, they both jumped and let out little squeals like a pig. The judge and the entire court thought this was hilarious. Of course, the judge admonished all of them to behave. All in all, he was given 6 months in jail, 180 hours community service, and 3 years probation. Lesson learned, don't mess with anybody's mama.